Here are 5 tech updates to get you through Thursday. NEDA, or the National Eating Disorders Association, a nonprofit which supports people impacted by eating disorders, wanted to replace their long-standing helpline with an AI chatbot named Tessa. This same nonprofit was supposed to be finalizing the layoffs of staff and volunteers to this call center today, but a new report has been released stating that the organization has instead taken Tessa offline after complaints that the chatbot started suggesting harmful things and potentially advising callers to start habits that could lead to other food-related disorder behaviors. The body-shaming bot has been pulled offline indefinitely, and as of right now, it's unclear whether the workers and volunteers that were previously laid off are going to be manning their post again or not. Google is updating its Wallet app to include custom cards and state IDs this month. The update, specifically the ID feature, is doing a soft launch for the state of Maryland as of right now, so any resident of the state can now save their IDs much like they can do in Apple's Wallet app already. Google is also working with the states of Arizona, Colorado, and Georgia to implement that feature within a couple months. Along with IDs, Google Wallet can now create digital versions of any card it can take a picture of that has a barcode or QR code. Not to be a hipster, but Samsung users have been able to do this with the Samsung Pay app before it was even cool. Hair flip. We're finally at a time where phones are becoming different again. Enter in Motorola's new Razr Plus folding phone. Yes, Motorola has already released the Razr Flip phone a couple years ago, but this one comes with a huge 3.6 external display and a 6.9-inch internal display, running at an impressive 165 Hz refresh rate. The other specs are a tiny bit under the flagship radar with only 8 GB of RAM, about 256 GB of storage, okay cameras, and an older Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip. Now don't get me wrong, this phone is super cool and definitely a leap from previous generations of smaller foldable smartphones. But I think the bigger question comes from who this phone is meant for, right? Motorola is also releasing a cheaper variant with a smaller front screen, but better battery and better camera. One can make the argument that the same demographic that wants a bigger outside screen might also just want a bigger foldable phone like the Galaxy Z Fold or something similar. Meta is seemingly trying to steal some of Apple's thunder by announcing the Quest 3 as of today. The Quest 3 promises a next-generation virtual and mixed reality experience that offers higher resolution, better performance, and all in a slimmer form factor. The demo shows one person playing what looks to be a tabletop D&D game, which could prove super revolutionary compared to the virtual tabletop that was announced a few months ago. Mark also mentioned that the new headset will be available to ship come fall and start at about $500 for a 128 GB headset. The Quest 2 has also been discounted to just $300 to help even more people access the magic of VR. Meta is holding the Meta Connect showcase in September, so I'm sure we'll see a lot more about the headset by then. And finally, Reddit is pulling a Twitter by charging for features which were previously free to use. Historically, the social news aggregate made their API available to third parties such as Apollo and Infinity, so users could have a highly customizable and ad-free experience. The API is now only available for a monthly cost based on user information requests. So an app like Apollo, which averages about 7 billion requests per month, would be charged about $1.7 billion per month. If it sounds familiar, it's because we literally just saw this happen to public transit accounts and other super helpful resources that would use the API on Twitter to send out emergency alerts and updates. Other reports have stated that along with this price, Reddit has also limited the API so that no content not suitable for work can be viewed by these third parties, which means users that want spicier content will have to use the Reddit app and watch ads for it or pay for Reddit Premium. Because everyone has a subscription at this point. Everyone. Does this come with a checkmark? Maybe. Maybe some karma too? That's all I have for today. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'll see you back here tomorrow for some more Tech Tea.